Hello, traders of the world. Dadas here, speaking to you from the Dadas Trading Room Discord server, where I stream live all my trading day, starting from the usually around London opening until the closing of the American sessions. So about this time right now that I'm making this video. And you are sincerely invited to my Dadas Trading Room Discord channel. The link to the channel, the invitation is below in the descriptions. Now, as far as the daily recap for the DAX 30 market, well, basically what happened today is, first of all, I was able to start trading a little bit late today, because I had some technical issues with the MT4 platform on my computer. I don't know what happened. I couldn't get it to start. And then basically I also got up a bit late, so I was like almost an hour later than the usual time. So I basically came to the market after this big rally downwards, right? We can see that the market basically like it ended yesterday. It kind of only retraced once, and then during the Asian session fell into this sideways movement, and then started basically from the opening of the Frankfurt session and then the London session, the market plunged very quickly, very one-directionally. It plunged down, and it in that single movement, it made over 400 pips. So basically, it created the low of the day, and the high of the day was created earlier on the Asian session. So altogether, the market made about 430 pips. Well, it's like 429.71 pips, and you can see that basically the initial measurement up there from yesterday, very well. What's the English word? I don't know. Represents the market movement in a very good way. Of course, the market changed right there, and then it kind of started the usual stuff, like going up and down, up and down, up and down, sort of more like a consolidation movement than a trending movement. And we can also see on the H4, because basically the whole movement, the whole plunge actually happened. The big one actually happened on one H4 candle. Now, this 4-hour candle is based on I like to call them the actual H4s, because the H4 candle can start and end at different hours depending on the zone of the broker. Now, or the time of the broker, or of the broker servers. So my broker servers are basically working on the time that is kind of fits in perfectly with when the day starts in Australia. So when the actual day starts on that line, right? Whatever it's called. Okay, so on the globe. So yeah, these H4 candles, according to me, represent the best way. If we're talking about H4 candles, of course, because there is no problem with other candles. Okay, so when I joined the market, the first trade that I took was actually a short. So basically, I was pretty much aware of the situation. Uh, and also I was because of this large movement, I was aware that the zones like if I were plotting a zone right here, then the zone is already over 90 pips, almost 100 pips, almost 100 pips high. So that means there is a lot of simply the scale of the market is different, and then in order to see anything, we would have to kind of make the whole screen smaller, or make the candles bigger. Anyways, we can see that in this kind of situation, individual candles are all also pretty ranging, like 43 pips for one 5-minute candle. That is in trend, right? So basically, I was trying to find the context for the short, clicking on those candles, and then finding smaller zones, like more or less like this, right? So fitting my tool to the previous lows right there, or perhaps even to those lows right there. And even to those lows over there, these lows right here. And then I decided to get in short right there. Basically, the initial idea was, you see the take profit line right there. So the idea was standard. I decided to get out of it because of my usual impatience and stuff like that. Anyway, had I waited a bit, because I have this. I don't know if it's actually something bad I'm doing or not. I don't know, because it brings me profit, so I guess I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, I'm taking profit. I'm not waiting for the market to possibly turn around, right? Unless something like this happens. But I'll talk about it in a moment. So, anyways, I took this short. I was satisfied. Then the market started moving in a different direction. So I also, minimized this the ranges to something like this. Yeah, as usual, I have difficulty. Yeah, to these tops right there, and basically I didn't get. I wasn't at the right place. I mean, I didn't get in at the right place. I mean, I was counting on a little bit more, but I realized the situation that is basically the market is at some kind of a resistance right here. So that's why I decided to get out. I said, no, this is something wrong. I was doing something wrong right there. Yeah, and that's why I got only this much. Now, what happened next was a total misunderstanding, because this was like chasing the price. All of a sudden, thinking about something like this. That the price is going to go up even more, something like this. I was trying to measure out the zones somewhere. I don't even know exactly where. Anyways, maybe like this. I don't know. And I was all of a sudden I saw the price going up, and I decided to get in long, and then of course I had this mental stop loss right there, and I said no, I gotta get out of this. And basically, because I forgot to do one thing, I forgot to ask the market right there, right? I mean, this was as simple as that. That's the whole idea with this Dada's market communication interface. The whole idea is about asking the market, are you going long or not? Well, obviously, with this, so market on the screen, is it red or is it green? Obviously, it wasn't green. I mean, this candle was not closed. For heaven's sake, or whatever, for F's sake. I'm not I'm not supposed to get into trades like this when the candle has not closed yet. So, and I keep on doing that. So yeah. So see that it was a perfect perfect entry at the very top of the candle, and then the candle moved back. Okay, okay, you would say sure, and later on it went up. Yeah, it went up, but that required a totally different context. It required this context, and it required for me to not to get in at resistance, right? Or potential resistance. It required me to get in because basically when I had this stop right here, when this stop was already right there, then I should have moved. I simply should have moved this measurement to that stop like this. Shit. Maybe that's what I did. Maybe that's what I was. That's why I was looking at this long. Anyways, but still, it's not the right condition, because these zones are just informative. They are not this measurement zone, right? So this measurement zone, I mean, even if I did it like this, I mean, I could have done it like that, but that was not it. I mean, the market, you see, the market is going like this. It's going up, retrace, up, retrace, up, retrace. So I need to ask the question on every up, right? Now I need to ask the question. Now there's another up, I need to ask the question, and then I need to see whether the market is going up or down, right? And basically what I did right there is that the only thing is that I went in at half lot, and then I turned around at 3 lots and made my recovery. And like as usual, you say, okay, but yeah, I would have been in trouble. Maybe I would have been in trouble, yeah, if I hadn't closed it. And you see, the market started doing these jumping jacks right there on the opening of the American session, but my stop loss was safe, and the market came back down a few times. It's like even on this candle, it came back down to the same price where I had closed. On this candle, it came back down where I had closed. There it came down even lower. There it came down even lower. So basically, on these candles, it would have been at my take profit level for this short. So basically, this trade would have worked out anyways. Only it could have given me more nerves, right? But here I was just watching the counter, and I recovered. I mean, I was about $1 short for the full recovery. But anyways, okay. So then I was just watching the market and measuring it out, taking into the account that the market is not easy, right? It's not an easy market today. I also made some kind of a measurement right there, but now I was looking at these previous highs, right? So I was measuring the whole thing out to the previous highs. Again, I decided to get in there, and yeah, the market moved back right here, and then it started moving up. But then again, there was some price action like of the resistance type right there. So I decided to get out. But anyways, the market actually did later move all the way to my take profit level. So yeah. So you see, but it was another trade that I said, okay, I made full recovery from that one loss. So a little bit in profit, but we can see that it even worked pretty well like this, or it could have worked just by the first measurement, or it would have even worked if I took the first top in the movement, right? The first stop in the movement, retrace, come back. Okay, and then the whole thing worked. I mean, this zone worked as the pivot. So basically, the thing to do would have been to ask the market over there. If it's not long, then it's short, right? Then of course the measurements would have to be done. Right there. I mean, in the beginning, yeah, but still everything fits here like it's supposed to fit. Maybe I could have made another trade or not. I don't know. I didn't feel like it. As usual, I had this or that to do. Anyways, okay, that's what the day looks like today. We can see here. We can see that we are a little bit in profit, right? If we compare this result to yesterday's result, we are a little bit in profit, so everything is okay and we are moving forward. Yeah, so that's it for today's daily recap. Like I said, I made at least one serious mistake today by not asking the market the correct question, right? So this is some residue from my previous old ways of doing it. I mean, yeah, I always have this tendency to, at a specific moment, to jump in because I will decide that the market is going up, and because I see the current candle. Well, there was a time I have this indicator that erases the current candle, so it doesn't show the current candle. Maybe I should apply it again. I don't know. Because then at least I'm not looking at what the price is doing. But it's not a perfect indicator because you actually cannot. I mean, you cannot hide a candle because I mean, you can basically hide it when it's not when there is nothing else here. But when you put some object like a rectangle, so basically if I do this and I have this zone here, then I'm still gonna see this candle, the current candle. Even if it's blacked out, I will see a black rectangle right there. So, because that's the way MT4 works, and there is no other way to do it in MT4. At least I haven't figured out one. Okay, so that's it for today's daily recap. Like I say, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified. Join my Discord server. Absolutely do so. I don't know. Maybe it seems like a lot of people are talking about trading, but there is very few people who are actually serious about it. Because yeah, that's what I noticed. I don't know. Okay. Anyways, so also please become my Patreon at patreon.com/Dadas Trading System Workshop. All the links are below in the description. I have this little promotion going on for non-Polish speakers, so English speakers basically. Or anybody else from all over the world, of course, who's able to communicate in English, because I'm sorry, I am not able to communicate in any other language. I mean, I know some Russian, but I don't know enough Russian to talk about Forex. I know a little bit German, but again, I don't know enough German to talk about Forex. I know a little bit of Spanish, but I absolutely don't know enough about enough Spanish to talk about Forex in Spanish. So I can say, hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué pasa? in Spanish, right? But otherwise, sorry, I can speak English. I can talk about Forex in English. So if you can speak English too, you're welcome. If you can speak Polish, of course, you are welcome too. So in those two languages, I can speak and talk to you. So, okay, we can communicate. It's just like communicating with the chart. You can't communicate with me in Chinese, because if you speak to me in Chinese, I won't have any idea what to answer. In the same way, if you speak to the chart in a language that the chart doesn't understand, then no way it is going to be able to answer you. Okay, thanks a lot for today. I hope, wash your hands and so on. Keep safe and see you next time. Bye.